Yeah, man. Going down, lad. Lovely to see you. It's good to fucking see you, man. Oh, man. What's happening, everybody, man? It's the elevator, man. It's the elevator of truth. I like this elevator, no mirrors, man. It's refreshing, eh? I feel like sometimes I'm stuck in elevators all day that I have these mirrors, and I don't want to fucking get this mirror away from me, man. Easy, big lad. Shouts to you, brother. Good to see you. Shouts to everybody here, man. Yeah, blessed, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Beautiful day. How bad will a 24-hour ride fuck your lifting up? Bad, brother. You know, bad. Real bad. I've done a few, now that I've done this a few times, man, I kind of know what to do after, and I know the kind of, shouts to Thomas Despite, man. I had dinner with Thomas the other night, man. He was like, "You riding my bike?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's fucking, man. He probably thinks his bike's fucked." I kind of know how to manage the fatigue after. Like, I remember the first time I did it, bro, I went lifting the next day. Because I didn't feel that bad, to be honest with you. Like, you don't feel that bad. And I remember texting Tamas and saying, "Bruh, like, I was doing dumbbell press, man, and my arms were shaking, man. My whole body was shaking, dude. Like, my hands, I was doing like fucking 40-pound dumbbell press. Like, I wasn't trying to lift heavy. I was just like, I'm just gonna go in and keep the body moving, stay fresh." And I was like shaking, like, vigorously. And my nervous system was just like punished, man. So now usually I just take a couple of days off lifting, bro. You know what I mean? The next day I'll get home, I'll sleep. The first day I'll sleep, eat when I wake up. Next day I won't lift, and I'll go back the next day and then lift again, eh? But I just fucking deload that week. I haven't done a deload in so long anyway, so it's the perfect time. I'm kind of deloading now. Like today I did legs, right, and I only did 12 sets. Where usually I'm doing like 16. You know what I mean? So I'm just shaving sets off here and there on the leg training. Just this week, same weight, but and then my next workout will be like 2 sets per exercise. So the workout will be fucking like, it'll be 50% volume, and that'll be like 2 days before, and then yeah, bro, same weight, but just cut back on the volume a little bit. Ride or Die Reloaded, eh? Shouts to Ride or Die Reloaded, man. It's the trilogy. Wait. We need Ride or Die Revolution. Is it Revolution, dude? Or what's the third Matrix movie called, man? We need it. We need to make it happen, eh? Taper. Yeah, I'm tapering, man. It's the taper has begun. Which is cool. I've had a pretty good stint of training this Ramadan, you know what I mean? I've been on point. I feel like my training's been fucking on point during Ramadan. Like, I feel like, everything's been real, like, I've just been tracking the progress hard, adding little bits of sets and pieces here and there, and just been progressing throughout Ramadan anyway, man. So, it's time for a deload, time to rinse, repeat kind of shit, man. So it's cool. Went out for a ride today. It wasn't a warm day in England. Whacked on the Factor 50. Shouts to you, man. Ride or Die Revolutions, eh? When I see Joey when I get to Adelaide, man, I'll try and I'll put the seed in his mind now that he has to get ready for it next year. You know what I mean? That or at the end of the year, coming into TDU, which will come by very quick. I ride a regular bike, bro. I've got a single speed. I never ride fixed. I know a lot of people who ride fixed, man, but just personally for me, I just find I can't be fucked. And I feel like, fixed is cool, but sometimes it's just not applicable. Like, it's just not applicable. Like, yeah, you can burn up some hills with it, but I still feel like if you're going to want to go down that route, like a single speed's always, I feel like it's a better option. But first geared bike, a geared bike's sick, man, especially when you start, because you're probably not that fit and you want the tools. Basically, what you want to look for in the bike is you want the tools to be able to do the riding you want to do, man. So fixed and single speed might be an option for you if that's the tool you need to do your riding, if you just want to ride them flat. But Most of the time it's not. You want to go up hills and shit. And even if you don't want to go up hills and shit yet, you will, eventually. So something with decent gearing, man. It's all about the gearing, brother. You know, who cares about how heavy the bike is? It's like, if it looks cool and you like look at it and you're like, I like the look of this, which is actually, you know, you want to look at your bike and say, like, that's not the ugliest bike in the world. Even though it's not a big deal, still, you know, it's nice to ride a bike that doesn't look like a piece of shit. And you want the gearing to be solid. The gearing's key, man. Gearing's, I just want Uber Eats, dude, man. The gearing's key. Bigger gears, man. You want, I mean, smaller gears. You know, compact cranks, shit like that. You don't want to be rocking, like, when I first started, brother, like, I wouldn't want to be rocking the cassette. I got a 23 cassette now. Like, I would die on a 23 cassette when I first started riding. I'd die. I'd have to be pushing my bike up hills. You know what I mean? But when I had like I think I had a 30 or a 32 I think I had a 32 on my first bike, which was cool. Seats, man. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what seat I got. I don't even know the you know, just a seat that's not gonna fucking ruin your ass. Your ass is gonna hurt if you've never ridden that much before, but a comfy seat. You know what I mean? You're not gonna buy something that's like got a sofa feel on it with like a, you know, there's nothing like that, man. They're all hard. But whatever, man. I know some of them have a gap in the middle of it. Tamas on his bike has one with a gap. I haven't really noticed the difference though. I haven't lost any weight fasting. What does the frame size matter? The frame size is key, man. You know, fit's another big thing, man. Fit. You want to be comfortable, man. I like Tamas's bike more because the fit's, it's better fit. It's more upright. It's more casual. You know what I mean? My other bike is it's more length. It's lengthier, and it's more like I'm more bent over. Yeah, you might go a bit quicker, but it's just uncomfortable, man. And you probably lift weights and shit, so you want to keep your posture. You want to have good posture, man, because that's good posture's quality of life. You don't want to be walking around like a praying mantis. I've done it before, man. I'm 6'4", yeah, so you're gonna need an extra large or something, brother. What is that, like is it 60 or something? I'm not even sure, man. Someone hit him, I think, someone hit him up with that inch size. Nah, Vince, you probably followed the right Abdullah. Mine's Abdullah Zainab. I mean, I don't know if there's another Abdullah Zainab on Strava. You probably won't be seeing too much riding, man. I don't really post on Strava too much, man. My girlfriend's in bed, brother. Could be a 60 though, yeah. It depends, man, because you might have different leverages and shit, so it's hard to say, but it's gonna be it's gonna be one of those bigger frames. Jess is a nurse, yeah, Jess is a nurse. I don't even know what frame size I am, bro. 6'4" is big. You're a big motherfucker, man. 6'4", like, hey, that's blessed. 6'4", man. Fucking hell. Get a seat that doesn't smash up your taint. If you get an adequate seat and you wear the correct clothing, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's weird when I think about my girlfriend. She's a nurse, man, because I don't really think of her as a nurse. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll go walk and meet her after work, and she'll say shit about, like, I'll be like, fuck, I really forgot that you do this, man, for a living. Like, you know what I mean? She'll be like, oh, last night I had to, you know, like, just weird. Sometimes it's real shit. I'm just like, fuck, man. You know, wiping dudes' asses, or some dude fucking, or some girl had some heart attack, and everyone, you know, just hectic stuff. I'm like, wow, you know, being a nurse is crazy, man. I'm 6'1", man. Realize, brother, I don't want to have to brock you, bro. I mean, come on, lad. You're kidding me, dude. Who the fuck died in the Trans Am? This is crazy, man. How did he get killed? I'm very lanky, brother. Like, my torso, like, you know, I got a long fucking, look at my profile, man. I got a long profile, I look like a camel, man. I got a long torso. I got long arms. You know, I'm very elongated, man. You know what I mean? Nurses are seriously, they're like mothers, man. Like, they're like the backbone of fucking society, man. Like, when I see a nurse, man, they're angels, brother. You know, obviously there's some fucking nurses out there that aren't angels, but a lot of them, man, come on, man. I've had some crazy nurses in my life that I'm just like, you're an angel in human form. You know what I mean? Like, they're just, the shit they do, man, is just so, it's amazing. And they get paid, people like they get paid good money, but I mean, seriously, man, some of the stuff they do is like, it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty full on. A lot of us would like be like, I'm not doing that, you know? Hit from behind near Kansas. Poor weather might have played a part. I mean, these races are dangerous as fuck, man. But it is what it is. Sport's dangerous, man. Sport's dangerous is a dangerous thing, and it's tragic, man. But it's super tragic. I mean, that's the key point. It's super tragic, eh? It's hard to prevent some sort of thing like this. This race is so brutal, so long, so much fatigue, so much variability. Like, no one can really control shit, man. There's so many factors that are out of your control that no one's really in control. Like, it would take away from the race if they regulated it harder. So it's hard, you know. Shouts to you, B. Johnson, man. Yeah. I'm a bit more cautious when I ride on the road, but I still fuck around a little bit. I got to stop fucking around on the road sometimes, man. Because sometimes I just make stupid mistakes. I'm just thinking like, fuck, you know, that could have ended up very badly. You're like, it's not worth it. For an extra $2, it's not worth it to be quick, man. You know? Today, a good day to chat, man. Yeah. Just around the same time, though, brother. Like in the Arvo. Joey D is my hero and you are my god. Shouts to you, brother. You're your own hero, lad. Don't be saying that now. And you're your own dude. Don't be putting me on the pedestal. Neither of us. Thoughts on removing Olympic lifts? Why are they removing it? Fill me in. Where am I riding to? I'm riding into Adelaide, brother. I'm riding into Adelaide, riding to my mum's house. Which will be sick, man. You know, there's nothing like riding into the home where you grew up, man. It's amazing, man. It's bizarre riding and you ride into the driveway, you're just thinking, what the fuck, man? It's a real liberating feeling, man. You feel like just something about it, man. You know what I mean? I love gay. Yeah, shouts to all the gay dudes out there, man. What were they talking about, brother? Where do you aim from here with the channel and some of the content? Bro, I don't really aim for shit. You know what I mean? Well, right now, like, I don't have some, like, I'm not, like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm doing in the future. I got a few things on the menu, man, coming up. Like, I'm going to Palestine in 10 weeks, which I'm making videos when I'm there. I got the Indie Pack thing, that's going to come out in a few months. Got the 24-hour bike ride coming up. Maybe a few videos in between. You know, shit like that. Yeah, I'm celebrating the end of Ramadan with my family in Adelaide, man. I ride in on the day, man, for them. I don't know if they started, I don't know why, but my mum keeps telling me they started fasting a day after us. I don't know why. I don't know how that's possible. But apparently they are. So I will leave the day after fasting ends for me and arrive the day that fasting ends for them. I'm not sure how it works, man. No, I'll leave, like, I'm not even sure, man. Key point is there's going to be a plethora of fucking food waiting for us. Juice cycle with juice. I'm not a big fan of drinking juice, man. Like, I like to eat the food, man. Like, if I was, when I'm doing long rides, they're not quick, man. Like, maybe if I was doing something super quick, yeah, I'd be hitting the juice or something. But they're not quick enough. Like, they're slow enough to where I could be eating actual food, you know? So I like to eat it. I've never been a big fan of juice except for, like, apple and guava juice. Orange and mango juice goes off too, and watermelon juice goes off too. I mean, juice is okay, you know. What time? I'm gonna set off at 5:30 a.m. 5:30 a.m. Or like I'm gonna check when the sun comes up. So I'll set off. I'll set off so that I arrive when the sun comes up. You know, so I get that juice. I want to maximize the feeling. You know what I mean? Via seeing the sun. Yeah. Breathing that good ass prana, baby. Shouts to you. Shouts to the fucking prana, man. I drink 2,000 calories of juice most shifts. I mean, that's a fuck ton of juice, eh? Love from the UK. Shouts to you, Junaid, JD. I still sleep though, man. I still sleep. You know what I mean? I still sleep great. Most days I sleep great. Some days I don't really sleep great, but it's okay. You know what I mean? I'm usually pretty good, man. Like yesterday, I was very tired. So but that was an off day. You know what I mean? Too much prana makes you fat. How did I start sleeping again? I worked out what was keeping me up. You know, I worked out the problem, worked on the problem, and then eventually I started sleeping again, eh? I'm doing work, lad. Shouts to you, man. I'm happy for you, brother. There's nothing like a feeling like you're doing shit. There's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling when you're actually doing shit, you know what I mean? Who else do I watch on the tubes, man? I kind of float around, man. I don't really watch anyone that specific, you know. I watch general YouTubers, man. Like, you know, I watch Brian Turner video. I watch an Eric the Electric video. You know, Joe Delaney video. Sometimes I watch tutorial shit, or not often. You know, sometimes I'll just go on my homepage and shit will be coming up on my feed, like best eats in New York. I'll hit that up, or I see something in Thailand, I'll hit that up. You know, like. I probably only watch maybe a YouTube video a day, man. Probably two. You know, I watch something when I eat my breakfast, or nothing when I eat my breakfast, or you know, then I watch one at night. Sometimes I click on one and I'm like, no, I'm not a fan of this, and I move. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste my little attention span of video time. Real eyes, bro. Quit the caps lock, brother. Quit the caps lock. I sleep on the floor with no pillows and no blankets to get the attention of the creator, and he looks out for me. Shouts to you, man. I mean, that's cool as fuck. I would love to like try and sleep on the floor and see how comfortable it would get if you stuck with it for a long time. Save that money, man. Don't want to be sleeping on that expensive mattress. I don't have a TV, man. I don't have a TV. I never watch TV, man. When I go back to my mum's house, she's got a TV, but no one watches the TV. It's just useless. It just sits there, man. So, I mean, it's you know, I have watched TV in the last year, and it's kind of cool, man, to watch TV, eh? Because it's just like whatever's on, you watch it, man. Like you don't have some gross selection. It's like 5 channels. You just pick one and you say, fuck, I'm gonna watch this. What about this? It's kind of getting a bit better, brother. Shouts to you, Popcorn Girl. TV is bad news, bro. It dulls your mind power. I don't think TV is any better than fucking some of the shit on YouTube, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind entertainment that has like some random. Sometimes you watch shit, it's just toxic as fuck, and you don't even know it's toxic as fuck, man. You're just getting fucked from behind without even knowing it. Sometimes I just watch pure. Sometimes it's okay to watch pure dumb shit as long as you know it's dumb shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I watch shit on TV. I've watched shit on TV. I watch stuff on YouTube. It's just complete. It's just like straight entertainment shit. It's not some like deep. Some come with some deep issues trying to promote some. You know, trying to do some whack behavior. That's promoting whack behavior to me, and it's just like some subconscious brainwashing shit. You know. How's the bodybuilding training going? Do you still follow? I follow a lot of natural. I got a fucking backdate of names of natural bodybuilders, man. Like I know a lot of them. I'm a fan of a lot of them. Pro bodybuilding, like I mean, it depends. Pro natural bodybuilding, yeah, I follow a lot of them. Just because I met a lot of them. I got mates who are pro natural bodybuilders, and I feel, so like dudes like Berto, Jeff Alberts, all those kind of dudes. A lot of dudes I met through them I follow just on social media. big like IFBB Pro bodybuilders. Not really. I don't really follow it anymore. I used to be a massive fan of it, man. So I know, I know all their names and shit. But I used to be a massive fan of all of them, man. But not too much anymore. On the pea protein now, best move. Pea protein's, it's an enlightening tool, man. Shouts to you for getting on the pea protein, brother. I mean, the texture's unreal, man. Just straight, even if you drank whey, it would be in your best interest to switch to pea protein. What's the best way we can show our support? Just, want to make a video, brother, watch it, man. That's it. That's the only support you can. That's the way to show support. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. If you want to like it, like it. If you want to, that's it, man. That's the support right there, man. I got mad respect for those bodybuilders that diet prep. It's another level. I think unless you've done the contest prep, unless you've gotten that lean before and carried a considerable amount of muscle mass, it's a different ball game, brother. And I got a ton of fucking respect, even though I'm not the biggest fan of bodybuilding, man, anymore. I got a ton of respect for the dudes who do it, and it's fucking inspiring shit, man. The thing with vegan protein powders is they'll catch up, and they're catching up now, because I tried pea protein like 2 years ago. It tastes like fucking ass, but it's catching up now to the point where they're starting to get to that level where they're almost just starting to taste like whey, and at the same price point, which is good. So give it another fucking 2 years, they're going to be amazing. What's more addictive? Nutritional yeast, man. Your nutritional yeast is amazing, bro. I'm living in Australia right now, bro. I've competed in powerlifting before, bro. Only twice, man. Years back, man. Years back. I think once when I was 17, I think. And then I think a couple years ago. The yeast is addictive, man. I got to keep tabs on my yeast intake, man, so it can get out of hand, man. Too many B vitamins, bro, be making me itchy. Any big rise with Carb Strong plan. Me and Carb Strong will do our annually ride across from Melbourne to Adelaide next year, or the end of this year. You know what I mean? Ride or die revolutions. I'm excited for it, man. He's a great dude to ride with, man, because no matter how bad he gets, he's always a positive cunt, man. Like it's inspirational to see someone just be in so much fucking pain and still not be a baby. Like, I've ridden with dudes before, that's a big fuck. I'm blocking that, man. Fuck this cunt. It's inspirational to see a dude in pain and just not be a baby. Because I've ridden with dudes before who do it. They're just babies, man, and you have to deal with a baby. It's just like fuck, man. You know what I mean? Like, take control of yourself, mate. Like, it's not that bad. Oh, bro, man, it's way more expensive than that. Are you getting plain pea protein? That's probably it, man. Yeast is natural DMT, lucid dreams. Yeast it just elevates you, man. It's just a tool, man. It's just another tool to help you fit the key in the door, man, which unlocks the lucidity. Where do you recommend for pea protein that tastes good? I go to the supplement shop, man. It's probably not the best for saving money, but I just go there. I get this. It's a pretty expensive one, man, but I just get this one, man. It's in one of the videos, man. I wouldn't be getting no flavorless pea protein, man. No. Personally, I wouldn't, man, because then I'd have to add shit to it, and it just... I mean, if it's cost effective, it's cost effective, and if you can handle the taste, you can handle the taste, man. I like to get shit that's got a decent taste so I don't have to add anything to it. You know what I mean? Yeast doping, hey, we're yeast doping, we're pea protein doping, we're soy milk doping, man. I can't wait to do this ride because I'm just gonna eat some wild shit on this bike ride, man. So this is when I get my Oreo fix in for the year, for the absolute year, man. Just Oreos, crumpets, Just all sorts of shit, man. It's sad that it's only going to be one day, eh? Because how can I, I'll probably get fatter, man. How can I explore all my food options in one day? Connor, man, we don't answer those questions anymore, brother, so don't be asking me those questions, bro. For your own sake and for my sake, man. I'm addicted with sriracha and tahini on everything, man. Shouts to tahini, man. I'm a fan of sriracha, but I'm a bigger fan of tahini, man. Vegemite crumpet sandwich. We're gonna get big. The thing is with this bike, you know, like I fuck up on these bike rides, bro, because I love eating too much, and I end up spending like, you know, like I don't think I've ever done a 24-hour ride where I've done 20 hours worth of riding. It's always been like 17 or something. You know what I mean? Like, or 8. Like I need to. Like I told my Jess yesterday. I said, fuck, dude. Like I actually got to ride, like make the most of the time. Realize, brother, don't be asking me them stupid fucking questions, man. Is Joey still on celery? What the fuck? What do you think, man? I have baba ganoush and pita. Shout out to you, man. What? I don't know what baba ganoush is called in Arabic. Like, because I've had, is it made out of eggplant, brother? Because I've never been too versed up in the baba ganoush, man. We have a dish in Arabic that I have a feeling is the, not in Arabic, I mean, what that you eat in Jordan. It's got a different name in Arabic. That I have a feeling is the same stuff. It's where they get eggplants and they charcoal them, man. They bash it down and add tahini to it. Yeah, see, I don't even know baba ganoush, man. What is it, bro? You sound like your name's Arabic, bro. Arab. Fill me in, man. Right, sounds like an excuse to get a feed. I mean, it's an excuse for just the excuse is just to do it, man. To eat a lot of good food, man. You know what I mean? Eat a lot of good food, expand yourself, find, like, just out there in the middle of nowhere, man. It's just fun, man. It's just good, man. Why not, you know? It's what you just described. Yeah. In Arabic, they call it matabbal, man. Do I still eat Vegemite? Occasionally, brother. Not often. I eat more Nutlex now than I do Vegemite, man. I save the Vegemite for when I need the power, man. Get the power off the Vegemite. Thing is, man, Vegemite's sick, but it's like, I'm not going to be eating that with beans and, you know, I'm not going to add it to my Nutlex on toast and then top it with beans, man. Nah. It's hummus, but eggplant instead too. Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. I know the dip, eh? I know the dip. I'm a fan of it, man. I'm a big fan of it, man. You got to watch out with the dips though, man, because they just, mate, I remember when I'm in Jordan, man, like the dips just killer, and then they just hit it with the olive oil, and it's just so much oil, man. And the thing is, when you're eating that stuff locally, they put so much oil on it, and it just sits on the top. And if you try and work around the oil, you can't win, because you'll pull out a bit from like this side of the bowl, and the oil will hit it there. And you're like, fuck. And you pull it from the other side of the bowl, and then the oil will hit it there, and it's just an oily mess. You just have to go in, man. You have to succumb to the oil, man, when you eat those dishes, man. What do I eat after iftar? Eat for iftar? Beans, bread, chocolate, ice cream. You know what I mean? I have a big fucking meal, man. It's tasty. It feels good. It's blessing, man. I love it, man. Because I just can focus on the food. You know what I mean? I can focus on the food. It's called matabbal. Yeah, shasi. That's what I was thinking of. You have to become one with the oil, because if you fight it, if you give that resistance, bro, you can't enjoy it, man. It's just like anything you resist, man. You just can't enjoy it. You spend the whole time stressing about the oil. It's like, just embrace the fucking oil, man. What projects do I have in mind around YouTube and fitness? None. This 24-hour bike ride, that's it. You still selling t-shirts, glucose? Of course, brother. I mean, someone spam up Jordan RS2 with the link, bro. I sell t-shirts, man. I'm a t-shirt fucking snake oil salesman, brother. Yeah, brother. I mean, if you mate, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not eating that shit every day, man. You'd know about it because my face wouldn't be able to fit in this screen if I was eating it every day, man. T-shirt entrepreneur, bro. Yeah, shout out to the t-shirt game, and it's lucrative, man. It's lucrative. And it's cool to see dudes wearing your shirt. It's cool to wear your own shirt. You know, my mum wears my shirt, my girlfriend wears my shirt, you know, my sister's got my shirt. Fucking, you know, I've run into dudes wearing my shirt just thinking, this is wild, man. Shouts to Chris and Holly from the London meetup. Shouts to you, brother. I feel like I'm getting my mental image of you in my head, brother. When you say, I feel like am I wrong to say she's your wife? Dude, I have any topic. We go on over any topics, man. Any topics in the live feed, man. Whatever people feeling, we talk about it, man. It's Ramadan, man. So I'm doing the 28. Well, how many ever days it is until we finish Ramadan every day, trying to clock over that 40-hour stream limit. Yeah, my wife, bro. Shout out to you, brother. I've never forgot about you, brother. Or your wife. Yeah, yes, lad. Can't wait to represent. Shout out to you, bro. I really appreciate everybody who wears the shirt, man. It means a lot to me. It's just wild to think people wear the clothing, you know. I'm coming out with bucket hat soon. Bucket hat. The bucket hat's the next project for me. I really want to come out with a jacket like this, but I'm just like thinking in my head like, no, this would be fucking, you know, how the fuck do you make something like this? You know? I've occasionally fucked with the A-side bowl, man. I've done it a few times. You know what I mean? I actually don't like the taste of A-side itself, but what I found is usually they just mask it with so many toppings and fillings and all this other shit that you can't even taste it no more, man. You know? Like if I put those toppings on just like pea protein mixed with blueberries and soy milk in the blender with ice, it would be way better. You know, I was thinking about getting flip-flops, bro. I was actually trying to source them for a while, but the minimum order is like 4,000 fucking flip-flops. You know what I mean? So maybe if I just hit jackpot one day, I'll order 4,000 flip-flops and just have 4,000 flip-flops in my house. You know what I mean? Is my back still hairy? I got a bit of a hairy back, brother. I mean, I'm Arab, you know what I mean? If you saw my dad's back, you'd fucking cry, man. So yeah, man. Make sure you check out your Instagram for that image, bro. Yeah, shout out to you, brother. DM it to me, man. I'm a fan of coconut oil. I don't care what they say about it, man. I don't care what they say about it, the type of fat it is, man. I'm a big fan of... What's coconut oil? Medium chain triglyceride. I'm a fan of it. I don't care. I don't eat a lot of it, but I'm a fan of it, man, because it tastes amazing, man. They always say shit, man. One day olive oil is bad for you. One day olive oil is the next best thing. One day fucking... You know what's being bad for you? Just being a fat piece of shit. That's bad for you. Just being toxic's bad for you, man. Eating a bit of coconut oil is not bad for you. Yeah, maybe if you're pouring fucking 200 mils of coconut oil in your coffee every day and you're grossly overweight and inactive, it might be bad for you. But for us normal, regular human beings who aren't dying from being too overweight, bless up on the coconut oil. You know what I mean? "1983 Robbie, pleasure to see you. The people died in the tower because they were poor in a rich borough in West London. Any news network try and hide that? Any views? And the news network try and hide that." I haven't been watching the news on it, bro. I've just been seeing the Facebook. I've been seeing a couple of the Facebook videos of all the people or some of the people who lived in the tower or people in the area talking about their whole views on it, bro. I've never been to Scandinavia, bro. If you're a fan of avocados, bro, and you're healthy and you're doing good, then fuck it, man. Eat as many as you want, man. Just broke my fast. Shouts to you, brother. I hope you enjoy your food, man. What's my thoughts on the fitness community at the moment? It seems to be being down a very bro science approach. I mean, people go full circle, man. I think people get lost. I mean, for a while, if you remember, like 4 years ago, man, it was very science heavy. Like everyone was using the word optimal. What's the most optimal way to do this? Everyone went from doing arm workouts to fucking doing upper lower off. You know what I mean? Like I was in that boom. I remember that boom heavily because that's when I was in it. You know, I was in that boom, the scientific boom on YouTube. And then it kind of came back full circle where cunts were just like, man, if you want to fucking do one chest workout a week, who gives a fuck? Do it, man. So I feel like there's an approach, man, with bro science. Like you got to realize, man, whatever keeps you in the game long enough is the best science. You know what I mean? So if doing upper lower off isn't going to keep you in the game for long enough, mate, I don't care what any scientific study tells you, brother. You do your chest workout, man. You get pumped up. Who cares? You know what I mean? And you know, the food thing, you know, like there's bad elements of bro science in terms of food, but there's also good elements, man. Like bro science has like most times when they talk about food with bro science, it's like, yo, just eat 6 times a day, eat chicken and broccoli, eh? But I mean, I feel like there's some aspects of bro science diet talk that is okay. Like you can take away the vegetables from it, you know, eat the vegetables, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, the best approach is the one that you stick to, man. That's the best approach. I mean, there's so much truth in that, man. There's so much truth in that, man. You know what I mean? If you want to maximize your results, obviously you have to look at the science and say, like, how can I apply this to my own situation? You have to do that. And anyone who's smart would do that if they were invested in what they were doing. But at the same time, you can't let that dictate everything and overrun your program to the point where you don't have fun. You don't enjoy it no more, man. Because it's just so scientific. You know what I mean? You'll be like, well, what RPE was my set of curls? It's like, dude, don't use the RPE scale on a set of curls. Do you know what I mean? Just try hard. That's your RPE on curls. Don't use RPE on a set of fucking pec deck, man. Just try hard. If you want to use RPE on a squat or a bench or a deadlift, that's cool. You know what I mean? But don't be sitting there trying to get all scientific about your lateral raises. Just fucking go. My dad's good, brother. Shout out to my father, man. How do you physically feel when you shred down for your comp as a natty? You feel terrible, man. And I don't think there's anybody out there who will tell you who's natty that you feel good when you're that lean. It's virtually very impossible, man, to feel that good. You know, your body's kind of like you're dying. Essentially, your body feels like it's going to starve itself to death. Even people who look, it's all the same shit, man. Like, it's all the same shit. Even people who have really low body fat set points, once you go below that, it's still the same amount of suffering, man. People might be more, they might have, you know, worked out ways to ease the amount of pain and worked out protocols to kind of, people do it in a smarter way, I should say. Like, people don't do crash diets, people diet over a long period of time, people try and keep their food as high as possible. They try and maximize the they try and minimize the amount of suffering that happens with a diet like that. But inevitably, once you get that lean, regardless of your genetics, it's a challenge, you know? That might look different on different people, but it's always a challenge, man. You know what I mean? People are, it's something you got to, I feel like it's something you got to experience almost, man. To feel like what your body feels like when you can't sleep. You wake up hungry. You go to bed hungry. This insatiable, your body's a phenomenal fucking machine, man. And it's a very valuable experience because you learn that your body shows you what it needs, man. When it needs it will tell you. You know what I mean? And shit starts coming up in some places and you kind of think like, why is this happening? And then you think about it, you're like, oh, you know what I mean? So all sorts of shit goes on when you contest prep, man. Or when you get that lean. You start to notice, you start to get annoyed by shit that annoyed you in the first place, but you had too much energy and it wasn't really affecting you, you start to notice, like, you start to weed out, you weed through all the just shit cunts in your life, man, because you're like, I don't have time for you no more, and you start making time for the only things that are important to you, almost like fasting, brother. I only catch up with the important people when I fast, man, because, you know, that's how I like to keep it, man. And I try and extrapolate to the rest of my year, man. It's just like, you're only spending energy on what needs to be spent on, you know what I mean? Only giving your time and energy to people who deserve it. And I feel like a contest prep diet can really do that for you, man. And plus, there's a lot of elements of discipline and that come along with that, you know what I mean? Which is good, but the problem is with the contest prep diets, it's so extreme that it's such an extreme situation to learn that in, that a lot of people can't handle it, and they get really fucked up from it, and they fuck up after. But there's also a lot of people out there who come out for the better of it, man. The thing is with the bodybuilders, man, when that hunger kicks in for a lot of them, that's the best bit for them, you know what I mean? Because that's when they feel like something's happening, you know what I mean? Like, I'm hungry now, this shit's working. You know, because you can get pretty lean without being disgustingly hungry. There's a point that you can get to where it's like, I'm not hungry, you know what I mean? But then there's always that point, and if you've dieted before, you know the body weight it really happens at. You start to feel hungry all the time. You know what I mean? And for a while, that's cool, man, because you're like, fuck, I'm feeling like some shit's going on, man. My body's starting to kick into gear, man. But eventually, man, chronic hunger is not nice, man. It's not nice to eat fucking 3,000 calories and then be like, fuck, I'm still hungry, man. But oftentimes, it's just, regardless of how much you eat, oftentimes, yeah, you know, that hunger dissipating is a product of how fat you get. Like, if people finish a diet and they think like, oh my God, I'm eating 4,000 calories every day, 5,000 calories every day, and I'm still hungry. Oftentimes, it's just time removed from the diet that heals that. You need time away from it. You know what I mean? Like, you've dieted for 6 months. You know, even if you eat fucking 8,000 calories a day for a week, you might be bloated and shit, but you're still going to feel hungry. You need time. Oftentimes, you need time and you need a bit more fat on your body. You get better at dealing with it over time. It's still bad, but you would get better at dealing with it the more you did it, obviously. It's not something, and I think smart people don't do it often. Like, if you look at some of the best pro-natural bodybuilders and shit, they don't diet. Even some of the ones with the best genetics, brother. Some of the ones with the best fucking genetics, man. In terms of just being fucking lean. They don't even compete that often, man. Thoughts on doing TRT when you're 40 or 50? I mean, if my test was low, you know, personally, if my test was low when I was 40 and 50, I would look at my situation and think, like, what am I doing? That could be, like, if I was sleeping fuck all, out of shape, not training, sad as fuck, sitting on my couch, doing nothing, and the doctor was like, you got low tests, well, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm going to hop on the TRT. I would look at what I could do first to improve my testosterone levels, if I was doing something that I thought was hindering it. But then after that, man, I mean, if you got to get on something, you got to get on something. I mean, it's your 50, bro. Like, I mean, I don't think I'll have to, bro. You know, I don't think I'll ever have to, but I do. If you're not extremely overweight, I think a gram per pound of protein, if you're not overweight's fine. I do it, man. I do slightly less, brother. I do slightly less. Like, I hit like 200 grams of protein a day, man. If I was cutting, you know, I would probably do a bit more. You know what I mean? I'd be doing that 225, 235 style, you know what I mean? Because I recognize that protein's very satiating. I'd rather have a bit more when I'm on less calories. But I mean, if you're eating enough food, man, yeah, you can even get away with a bit less. Obviously, if you're 350 pounds overweight, you don't need 350 grams of protein. I mean, if you eat nutrient-dense food for a while, hungry generally reduces. Yeah, true. But I mean, when you're lean, if you're really lean, like if you got lean beyond what's natural for you, you'd be hungry regardless of what you fucking ate, man. But that's true. I mean, for me now, your advice is spot on, man. 1 litre of soy milk in Australia, I don't even know, man, eh? I get the Asian soy milk from when we buy it. We get it from the Asian supermarket, man. We get this pandan flavoured one, or just the regular flavoured one. I don't really fuck with the So Good. I grew up on So Good, man. I used to drink a litre a day, man, for almost 8 years when I was younger. That's what I claimed the titties on, man. But I only really fuck with it from the Asian supermarket. Don't be getting the So Good, man. It's expensive and it doesn't taste like the real shit, man. The real shit, like the real soy milk, you'll hit your fucking taste buds the first time you have it. You'll be like, fuck, man, it kind of tastes like I'm eating tofu a bit. You know what I mean? I used to be skinny fat. I guess I dieted. I ate vegan whole foods. I eat when I was hungry, eat until I was full, plus twice a day. You're skinny fat because you don't have enough muscle, man. That's all it is. Soy, shout outs to the soy, man. I'm a big fan of soy, man. I'm the soy kingpin, soy mafia, soy dons, the soy movement. Do I ever see myself getting into vegan activism like Joey? What Joe? No, not like what you mean by what Joey does. No, I mean, my heart doesn't gravitate towards that, man. It's not like that I don't care for animals. It's just when I wake up, that's not there for me. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't just do it for the sake of doing it, brother. You know, that's not to say one day I might, but not really, man. That was just a cleaner. We don't have All-Pro in Australia, man. That's one of the biggest, that's one of the coolest shit, man, when you go to the UK. It's just the All-Pro products, so they're just endless. It's really revolutionary to go to the UK and have access to all these All-Pro products. It's just like All-Pro yogurt, All-Pro ice cream, everything, man. It's good you're living your life and being adventurous and shit as opposed to an office job. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. I could never work an office job, man. I mean, there's no, if you want to work in, I don't look at cunts in offices and automatically think like, you're a fuck boy, I'm better than you. I don't think like that, man. All I want is for you to be doing what you want to be doing and be doing good, you know. And for some people, they actually like, imagine if you wanted to be a graphic designer and you worked in an office. That's cool. You're doing what you want. You know what I mean? So, but for me personally, there's nothing really that I need to be in an office for. So that's why I don't do it, man. You know, we're pro athletes doing deliveries. All I would hope for is, man, is that you do what you want to do, man. And one day, some days you got to realize, man. You know, I often, you know, say that I have these conversations all the time, man. That, you know, some cunts, man, you just got to wake up and realize that. Do you ever think that your life was... You got to wake up, man, and look in the mirror and say, there's a reason why you're in the office and you feel a certain type of way. It's your soul telling you that you were destined for more than this, man. Sometimes you just get the feeling of, like, I've had the feeling before, brother, looking in the mirror and saying, I fucking think that my life was meant to be more than this. You know what I mean? I mean, people get so far removed from that, from just fucking systems put in place that just, they kind of suppress that feeling, man, where it's like, it's meant to be better than this, man. Just sitting there waiting for a call from the phone from Morpheus, eh? Shouts to Morpheus, man. Shouts to The Matrix. Great movie, man. Yeah, I mean, we're that's the world we live in, bro. I mean, everything's designed like that to put you in that field, man. From a young age, man. From a young age. So I understand why people get in that position, but I mean, it takes courage, it takes strength, it takes work to really exit it, man. Nothing's for free, man. You don't just you can't just what you're gonna sit there and you're just a victim. You sit there and you think like you have that feeling, you suppress that feeling. You're causing your own suffering, man. You have to have the courage, you have to have the strength, you have to have the work. That doesn't mean that you can just walk out of your office job one day and fucking with a family and leave everything behind and then just be good. I mean, but there's always ways you can find ways to exit, you can find ways to improve, you can find ways to do better, man. You know what I mean? No, it's a different dude driving with Jess, man. He's from Adelaide. Shouts to Morgan Morpheus. Who did play Morpheus, man? What was the dude's name? We need to hear about it, man. Lawrence Fishburne. Fucking sick, man. The Matrix was revolutionary, man. The Matrix was seriously revolutionary movie, man. Legend. He's a fucking icon, man. Might have a construction job. I mean, if you need them, if you want to take the opportunity, brother, man. You know the answer, not me, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch The Matrix tonight, man. The problem is, if I watch The Matrix before I go to bed, man, I just have wild dreams and wake up like ready to just do reverse fly kicks. You know what I mean? I can't even name my top 5 movies, man, because it'd be like there's the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, The Matrix. What else is another good one, man? Yeah. Probably one of the Batman movies, man. And I don't know, I can't even name the 5th one, man. I'd have to think about it, brother. Point Break was a sick movie, man. There's so many sick I'm a fan of movies, man. I'm an absolute fan of them. Like, some movies are just so wild. It's just like, you have to sit there and respect the guy who came up with the idea or the team who came up with the idea. Like, if I just don't, like, so much goes behind a movie. It's just inspiring to watch it come to life. And it's amazing, man, because you just think, man, like, there was, at one stage, the movie was just a couple cunts in a room with a piece of paper just saying, just fucking visioning shit. That's what it was, man. But I think about the dudes who wrote Matrix. Like, you got to think about their mind, man. Like, it's inspiring that someone just came up with that and then turned it into this massive thing. Matilda's an iconic movie, man. I never forget that song. You know that? What's that song in Matilda that's iconic, man? I'm not. I watch dudes like Eric the Electric and shit, man. You know, I watch his vlogs and shit. I don't really watch eating video ones, man, just because. Personally, I'm not a fan. I know a lot of people are fans of the eating challenge shit, but I'm not a fan of it, man. Just because I feel like it doesn't improve. Just because I feel like I don't like eating challenges because I feel bad. I feel bad supporting it because I feel like it doesn't do anything good for the person doing the eating, and I feel like it doesn't do any good for my relationship with food. So it's a double-edged sword. Like, it's just not. I just feel like it's not good for anybody. You know. What song apart? I don't even know, man. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good messages in movies, man, that you can see all the time, man, eh? We're walking around like we're fucking Neo and Morpheus, man. I took movies like Star Wars, Matrix, all these movies, man, they just have, you know, Lord of the Rings. Some of them have the most epic fucking lessons written in them, man. You know what I mean? They're just epic, you know what I mean? What's my opinion on caffeine? I drink caffeine. You know, obviously, you know, life without caffeine is probably better for you. If you do drink caffeine, try and minimize it. And that's my thoughts on it, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I know people who drink caffeine, they don't really feel it, man. I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine if I wean off it a little bit, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, I know people who can drink coffees and go to bed. Yeah, my dad does the same. My dad hits the coffee and sleeps too, brother. I'm a proud caffeine. I'm a proud caffeine shamer. I mean, I would never shame a brother for drinking caffeine because personally, you know, I mean, if it's got an effect on your life, I mean, then don't drink it, man. That's just it. You know, if you feel like it's holding you back, well, don't drink it. It's simple, you know. When's the next UK? You have a lot of Scottish glucose networks start over here. Shouts to all the people who watch from Scotland, man. Maybe one day, man. Yeah. It's good that you're against it, bro. You know what I mean? Scotland represent, man. Shouts to the Scotland family, man. Fuck, there's a lot of you, eh? I definitely notice that there's a limit on my caffeine. Like, there's a point where I drink too much caffeine and I just feel terrible, man. So I make sure that I try and minimize it as much as I can. I just drink one coffee a day. I know that's addictive. I know that's not the best thing, but who gives a fuck, man? For me, it's just like whatever, man. You know what I mean? Deep fried pizza. Your thoughts? It just sounds fucking fucked up, man. Like, I'd probably have a bite. I don't know if I'm gonna go out there and get a fucking deep fried pizza, man. It just sounds like some serious trailer trash fucking food, man. Yeah, deep fried Mars bars, trailer trash food too, man. Can't be eating that, dude. Can't be eating that. Nah, man, don't be eating deep fried Mars bars, man. I'm sorry, all the Scottish people out there, man, don't be. There's probably shit that we eat in Australia, you tell me about it, man, but I'm gonna tell you don't be eating no Mars bars, deep fried Mars bars, man. Yeah, we got Chico rolls, man. Favorite Lord of the Rings character and why? Sam, man. Sam's hands down, brother. Sam's just the king. Sam's the kingpin, man. Thing about Sam's role in all the movies, man, he was just the right hand man to Frodo, and oftentimes he was the backbone of he was just the backbone of it, man. Picking up Frodo when he fucking, you know, he never, like, I remember that scene, bro, when he's on that staircase and he tells Sam to go home. You know what I mean? Because Gollum's just being a straight villain. You know what I mean? But Sam still stays, man, because he's smart. His third eye's beaming. He knows, man. He just fucking knows, dude. Sam's just on the money, stays, ends up saving Frodo. You know, at the end, he's lifting Frodo. He's lifting Frodo, walking up those rocks, just like, I'm gonna carry you, man. He really didn't get enough credit, man. Sam's on the P protein 100%. Legolas is sick too, man. I was a big fan of Legolas when I was younger. Just the sword, man. I just wanted to rock around with the sword, be fucking doing the sword thing. You know? It's kind of like Harry Potter style, man. Sometimes I used to watch Harry Potter and just, I'm just sick of Harry, man. Like, I just watch Harry Potter and just, I'm sick of you, man. Like, I'm a fan of Ron right now. Have I ever experienced race? Yeah, I mean, brief bits of racism and discrimination, man. The thing is, man, most people are racist. They don't even know they're racist. I mean, some people are really racist and they say racist shit. But I mean, a lot of the times you just encounter people who are just bred to be racist who don't even know they're racist, and they use words that you're just thinking like, oh, that's kind of borderline racist type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he was the cunt with the bow. Nah, man. No. That's oh, what? Who'd you say, bro? Who'd you say? Did I fuck up? Oh, yeah, right. Legolas is the one with the bow, man. He's the one with the bow, dude. You're right. He's a mad cunt. Firm. I'm not a fan of the soft unless it's dessert, man. Soft tofu, soft, you know, that has to be dessert. Thoughts on Joe Rogan? I mean, Joe Rogan's cool, man. I watched some of his podcasts before. I think they're mad, in a good way. Aragorn with the sword, yeah. I'm a fan of all of them, man. The short dwarf, man. What's his name? Gimli. Is his name Gimli? Yeah, mad too. They're all mad. That movie was ahead of its time, man. Think about when Lord of the Rings came out. It's just ahead of its time. Ever had Mongolian tofu? Nah, brother. Never had it, man. Dude, I've been watching. Dude, I watched Lord of the Rings the other night, man. You know what I mean? I watched it the other night, dude. Extended edition, dude. I didn't watch the whole thing, man. What happens is I pick a movie, man, and I just chip away at it over the week, man. I'll go to bed half an hour before I go to bed. I'll watch a little bit, and then I'll turn it off and go to bed. You know what I mean? How do you focus and order your thoughts when working on complex projects? What do you mean, brother? Give me an example. I haven't really done too many complex projects before, brother. You can watch all the extended on YouTube. Oh my god, really? What do you type in? You just type in watch Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, man. There's just keywords you got to write in, when you're trying to fucking stream them. I don't feel bad streaming it, man, because I paid to watch that shit in the movies, man. You look tired, man. I always look tired, brother. When you're doing the Indie Pack doc, how do you organize your vision? Vision, I mean, I already have the vision in my head. It's hard to explain. New stuff comes along when you're editing, when you're doing the editing. You know, that kind of adds to the vision or changes it. Like, an epiphany will happen. You'll be like, fuck, I should move that there. I should move that there. But in terms of organizing, I don't know how to answer in terms of organizing, brother. Like, in terms of literally organizing the footage, I rewatched all the clips and wrote notes. You know what I mean? I wrote notes on it, and then once I wrote notes on it, it was imprinted in my head, and then I really rethought my vision, changed a few things mentally. And then now I just open up the book, look at the day, look at what I'm editing today, just fucking start editing, man, and then just assemble it. But I think this is probably the most complex thing I've done. So there was more steps involved before I actually started working on it. You know what I mean? First off, I had my initial vision, and then I wrote down all the clips, then I rethought of the vision, and then I've read it again, and then when I put in the footage again, I'm rewatching it as I'm editing it. So there's multiple times gone through. It's cool to experience something a lot more big, though. You know what I mean? Because I've never experienced something that big before. You know what I mean? It's pretty heinous to open up a fucking project that's 700 gigabytes, man. Do you know what I mean? It's you think in your head, you're praying the computer doesn't blow up. When was the last time you had a physical fight? That's an irrelevant fucking question, man. It's a huge vid. It's only like 40 minutes so far, man. I'm up to like 40 minutes. I mean, I need to add like another 5 minutes to the intro of it, and then I still got a lot of footage to get through, man. But I'm sure we'll be shaving off a lot of it by the end of it, man. A lot of it will be shaved. You know, me and Tamas will sit down and we'll shave. You know, Tamas is like the co-editor, man. I sit down with Tamas. He's always got good points, and Tamas knows what I like, man. You know, and he'll be like, you need to shave this off, you need to shave that off. He's like the hip hop beat specialist. I'll be like, you know, where am I inserting the Mobb Deep here? You know, Sauce Man. Anyway, people. Oh shit, lights turning on. I'm back at the house now. It's been a good stream, man. Everyone's been good, man. Great way to start the fucking day, man. Anyway, shouts to all of you, man. I'll see you on the stream tomorrow. It'll be day 24. I've just clicked over to the new data, man, for the month, so we're good. Show us the view from that window. See all of you, man. That's the view. I don't know why they keep the lights on. The fuck's the point? It's just wasting energy, eh? Anyway. Bye.